because I want to check the confirmation. We're going to say yes, and this is going to be comment section. By the way, guys, if you like this tutorial, go ahead and comment down below, and anything else you want us to do, go ahead and tell us in the comment section. Hit subscribe to help us help more people like yourself, and let's have a good time. So we're going to go ahead and submit. It's yes. So because it is yes, we have been redirected here. Remember that the submit action that we set for the redirect is it has to be yes. So if it was no, they weren't going to be redirected. All right, so we're redirected. I am going to check the email to see if it arrived. Hey guys, today we're going to learn how to add a RSVP plugin to this website. So, well, not RSVP plugin, we're going to add the RSVP feature to this wedding website. No, RSVP is going to be good for weddings and parties and events in general, where you have to reserve your spot or send a response to the invitation to let the inviter know that you're going to be there. Well, I mean, if you're here, you know what that is, right? So what we're going to need is we're going to need Crocoblocks. Now, this is Crocoblocks. Let me just show you Crocoblocks real quick. So the way that we're going to have this RSVP feature is we're going to have to actually build it from scratch. I've checked the WordPress repository. I haven't found any good plugins that offer the RSVP function. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to build our own function. The way that we're going to do that is by using Crocoblocks. Now, in the description of this video, there's going to be a link to Crocoblocks. You can actually download Crocoblocks from this link. It's going to be, well, it's not free, but if you use the link, we get a commission. It's affiliate, but if not, it's perfectly fine. Just go to crocoblocks.com, and the one that you're going to need is a JetForm Builder. It's right here. All right. So you're going to have to purchase a JetForm Builder. I think it's like $29. Look where it is. Here it is. So you can just buy separately. And it's $49 actually, and you check out. Once you get JetForm Builder, if you buy the entire suite, you're going to go to your Crocoblocks account. Let me just close all those windows. You're going to scroll all the way down to the JetForm Builder core plugin. You're going to hit download. All right. Now, once the JetForm Builder is downloaded, the plugin, you're going to upload it manually. So you just head over back to your dashboard. I'm going to go a little bit fast because I assume that if you're here, you have a basic understanding of WordPress. So we're going to go to plugins. We're going to add new plugin. You're going to upload plugin, JetForm Builder, install now, and it is added. Now we're going to see the JetForm Builder option appear here. We're just going to go to JetForm Builder. We're going to go to add new form. We're not going to look at other forms that are there. We're going to have to name this form once it appears here. So we're just going to call this Our Wedding. So I can't get married alone. So Our Wedding. We're going to start from scratch. So these are all templates that you can use to create your form. You can generate via AI, which is actually pretty cool. But we're going to start from scratch for this one. What we're going to do is for this field value, we're going to leave everything as is, but the input label for text, we're going to click right here. We're going to change the field label to name because this is where the name of the invite is going to be. Additionally, we're going to change form field name right here to name. So it has to be lowercase. Let me just remove that extra E. So that's what we're going to do. We're also going to click right here to make it a required field. So you have to actually enter your name once you're going to RSVP. We're going to click the plus right here, and we're just going to look for the radio buttons. That's a good way to go. Not radio, but radio. We're going to drag and drop. For our radio buttons, we're going to label, will you attend? And we're going to change right here. I'm going to make this required as well because it wouldn't make sense for them to try to RSVP without actually giving us an answer whether or not they're going to be there. All right, so that's good. The next option that we're going to choose is we're going to go with the JetForm Builder again, but this time we're going to go with the text area. So it's going to get a text field area, text area field. We're going to drag and drop right here. We are going to ask for comments. All right. And it's going to be changed to comments. Now, this one isn't going to be required because we don't really need them to tell us, right? Now, here's the thing. What I just realized I did when I asked, will you attend? I didn't give options. I need to give options. Yes, no, maybe so. So let's just go ahead and manage items. We're going to add one options. One option. We're going to say yes. So that's one possible response. And the value is yes. We're going to add a second option. This is going to be a no. And the value is also going to be a no. And we're going to add a third option, and the value is going to be maybe. So perhaps I will attend, perhaps I won't attend. Do not go back. And maybe. All right, so perhaps I'll attend, perhaps I won't attend. And we go from there. So yes, no, maybe. So we have the name, we have will you attend, and we have comments. Now, here's where it's going to get interesting. We could have built this form with Fluent forms or WP forms or even Elementor forms. But what we need to have happen in an RSVP is that we need to have certain conditions take place whenever you select yes or no. And that's where it's just going to get it's going to be beautiful. So I'm just going to go ahead and save draft because I almost went back, lost my changes. All we're going to add these functions now is we're going to go on the submit button. All right, the action to submit is right here. We're going to go to JetForm. I'm going to move myself out of the way. We are going to take a look at the post submit action. Now, this is going to basically say that whenever someone submits this form, what exactly that we need to happen. So a few things we want to happen. We're going to want them to save the form record. That's one. So we're going to keep that. We're also going to want them to, once they submit the form, we're going to want a feature to occur where an email is sent to us that tells us that such person name as RSVP. So we're going to add new action. The action is going to be send email, and we are going to click this little pencil right here. Now, we're not going to mail to anyone like admin email or so on. All right. I'm actually going to keep admin. I'm just going to keep it like this. And we're going to mail to admin email, but we're going to reply to here. We could also reply to email form submission field and we'll get some extra options, but we're just going to keep it right here. We could also add a custom email where I think the best thing to do for me would be zeilhan@gmail. So this would be our actual address, but we're just going to keep it at the admin email. So this email is going to be sent to our admin email. The subject is going to be response. So we don't know if they said yes or no or maybe, all right? The from name is, we're just going to click right here and we are going to grab the name field. The email address, we didn't have an email address for them whenever the RSVP, which I think it's good. But we could also add that to our form and say, all right, give us your email address. And we could go from there. We could say, give us your phone number. We could make it required. So that's kind of okay. And the contents type is just going to be a plain text email. And we're just going to say name. So let's just click this name. So it's going to grab the name from the form that was just submitted. So Michael Oliver, pretty sure Michael Oliver is a sports commentator. So Michael Oliver as our responded. And we're going to say the response to this is, will you attend? So yes, no, maybe. I think that's how we would type that. And we can just go right here and add the comments. So we just click right here and we say comment. All right, that's good. And that's that. So it's going to go ahead and update that. So that's the first thing that's going to happen. I'm actually going to click right here and bring this up. I like to have the same form record be the last thing that happens. We're going to send the email, but we're also going to have to select a few options, meaning that we're going to have to customize this to make it a little bit more advanced, because yet again, we could have done all this with just WP form. So we're going to have to set a condition that says whenever the person says yes to RSVP, let this thing happen. So for example, send them to this confirmation page, or if they say no, send them to this page, or whatever the case might be. So to do that, we're going to say send email. We are going to add a new condition. The condition is going to be that the operator is that it must be equal, and the field is will you attend. And if they say that they're going to attend, which means if they say yes, what we are going to do is we are going to, actually, we don't want to do that to send email. We're going to add a new action, and the action isn't going to be send email. We're going to redirect to a certain page. So we're going to redirect to page. Again, let me just bring this up. And the condition that we're going to set, all right, so just click the pencil right here, and everything seems okay right here. What we're going to do is we're going to say that you redirect to the confirmation page if, so it's equal, the field that they will attend to. If they say yes, they will attend, then we're going to redirect to a certain page, right? So the value to compare is yes. So if what we enter here, yes, is what's in the response here to will you attend, then we're going to want to have a certain action take place. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and update. Now that we've added this function, Nope. I added it to the wrong. Added it to the wrong thing again, guys. All right. So let me just remove it and update and send email. We're gonna redirect to page. I have the right thing, right? We're gonna add the condition equal. Will you attend? Yes. We're going to update that, and then the redirect is we're gonna send it to the static page, and the page is RSVP thank you confirmation. Now, I already made this page before the tutorial started, but I'm going to show you very soon. And the query arguments for the URL is going to be will you attend. So this is what going to be in the URL. I say RSVP thank you, yes or no or maybe. All right, so update that. So now we have, they're going to send an email, and you're also going to redirect to a certain page. And that looks like it. If there needs to be any changes, we're going to come back and edit this. But right now, I'm just going to publish. All right. After we've published, I'm just going to head over to the dashboard. There are a few things I want to show you. I want to show you the thank you page. So I'm going to go to pages. We're going to add a new page. So that's the first thing. But in the other section, so we're going to add new page for the actual form. But I'm going to show you the thank you page just to let you know that, hey, I've designed something. So this is the thank you page. Thank you for confirming. Now, it can be a little bit more than this. It can be a little bit less. And I don't think it needs to be more. So I've made it very simple. Rings, thank you for confirming. We could add a call to action. We could add header, footer, more options. I don't know. This is up to you. We're just trying to get the form done. So right here, we are going to say RSVP invite or just RSVP. I think that's just good enough. RSVP. I'm going to publish this, and I'm building this website with Elementor, but this works with Blocksy, not Blocksy, but it works with other page builders and bricks and so on. There's actually a lot of compatibility as far as this goes. So we're going to leave it as is. We are going to edit with Elementor. I hope we don't have to recreate Kit, but let's see what happens. All right, so this is our RSVP. That's good. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a few things. First, we're going to move me out of the way because I am not important. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a container here. In our container, we are going to add a header. Our header is going to say RSVP to our wedding. The person will know who is our for the wedding, like where the two people getting married. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look for the JetForm. So I'm speaking a bit quickly today. So we're going to look for JetForm. After we found a JetForm, we are going to drop it right here. The form that we need is the one that we just made. So it's going to say RSVP to our wedding. The thing about Elementor is that you can just go ahead and hit style, label, and typography. Let's just change the weight to 600 or 500 is good. We can change the font family to Roboto. All right. And we're going to change the color to something a little bit lighter. Actually, let's just use dark black. I'm just saying that you can actually edit this area, guys. I want to take a look at the text area because I see this right here. Let's see if it's there. Input fields. Background color. All right, yeah, that's there. So that's not what I actually wanted to use. All right, there we go. I'm not gonna get caught up on designing this, but it's there, and it's submit, the fail, so and the success. All right, that's good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit update. I just wanted to show you that you can actually design this. I think we should add some form of a hero because we're not seeing the actual menu at the moment. We're gonna have to make this a transparent. I'm not gonna get caught up on that. There's a transparent header we can make right here. You see the menu and everything like that. I'm not getting caught up in that. So this is our form, all right? So just go ahead and view the page. I don't want to get caught up in doing the things that are not, important at this time. So you can go ahead and enter your name. I will attend. So if you say, you know what I did or perhaps didn't do, let me go ahead and check. Because once I got here, I realized whenever I say yes, I will attend, what do I want to happen versus when I say no. So I'm going to show you what you can do. Let's go back to our JetForm Builder, all our forms this time because we already built this form. We are going to edit the RSVP. Here's what I'm saying. So whenever someone responds yes, we want to take them to the thank you page, right? So they say yes, they'll attend. We want to take them to the thank you page. What if they say no? Then we perhaps want to say, what's your reason or something like that. And they say maybe they want to tell them that the deadline for RSVP is in, such and such a time. How you would do that, it's different emails you're going to send. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to actually get, let's see if there's an email option. It doesn't seem so. All right, so we're going to get a text field and we're going to put it right here. On the text field, we're going to say email because we need to send them an email, right? Because it wouldn't make sense to create a page and then dynamic information on the page. So we're going to say email. Email is right there. And let me just move out of the way. And that looks good. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make this required. And then I'm going to say upon submit, all right, JetForm post submit action, send email. We're going to want to make, all right, so this right here, this email is going to be sent to the admin regardless of what happens. That's the first one. Now we want to make it so that whenever someone responds yes, they get sent a specific email. So I'm going to show you how to do one, and once I do one, you can do all of them. You're going to add new action, send email. I'm going to move this all the way up because, I like to keep the save record last. For the send email, we're going to change right here. We're going to mail to email from submitted form field, and the form field is going to be email. So whatever email the user entered, this is going to be pulled in right here. We're going to send them this email. We're going to tell them to reply to custom email, and this is where you would put admin email. So whatever your admin email is, you're going to put that right here. Let me just put space between it. And the subject is going to be, so let's say that the response is now yes. Thank you for your response. So we can use the same subject. So thank you for your RSVP response. All right. But the from name is not going to be, so I think it was Justin and Linda. And the from email address is going to be the admin email, I guess. So we could just say admin email once more. The content type is going to be a plain text HTML. And this is where we're going to say, thank you. So this is the only part that's going to be different. Thank you for confirming your RSVP and attending our wedding. Here's where this gets interesting. So this is if they say yes. I'm just going ahead and save this. The way that we're going to have that specific email sent is we're going to change the condition. We're going to add, changes. We're going to add a condition is what we're going to do. We're going to add a condition for the email to be sent. And the condition is going to be if, so it's going to be equal. The field that they say, will you attend, is yes. All right. And we're going to repeat the send email thing again. And we're going to send a response for if they say no. So the message for when they say no is going to be different. For when they say maybe, it's going to be different. And for all of those values to compare, we're going to change this to no, and we're going to change it to maybe. That's the only two things that are going to change. So if it says yes, we're going to send a thank you for, saying you're going to come. And we're going to update, and we're going to update. And the thing is now that as we've updated, you're perhaps going to see the email field entered here, and the name, and so on. And that's how this is going to go. Yes, comment box. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to change the send to email to my actual business's email that's easier to log into. All right. So I'm just going to save, update, and I'm going to update. I'm going to, because I want to check the confirmation. I'm going to say yes. And this is going to be comment section. By the way, guys, if you like this tutorial, go ahead and comment down below. And anything else you want us to do, go ahead and tell us in the comment section. Hit subscribe to help us help more people like yourself, and let's have a good time. So we're going to go ahead and submit. It's yes. So because it is yes, we have been redirected here. Remember that the submit action that we set for the redirect is it has to be yes. So if it was no, they weren't going to be redirected. All right. So we've redirected. I am going to check the email to see if it arrived. I checked the email and it had not arrived just yet. If it comes, we'll see it. So I think I'm just going to check over what I did here. What I did was I made some changes to our send conditions for our emails, and the email still wasn't being sent because I couldn't just finish the tutorial and it didn't work. So what I did was I reached out to support from Crocoblocks, and they actually tested this form as is, as we've made it. And they say that the form actually sends an email. The reason why it's not arriving in my inbox is because of a SMTP issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the tutorial here. I'm going to cut out most of the parts where I was actually trying to fix the form because there was nothing to fix. And we're going to do a part 2 where we're just going to learn how to set up SMTP, that's Short Mail Transfer Protocol, so that your emails can be sent from this form. So this is going to be a 2-part series. The reason why I'm not going to make it part of this tutorial is because not everyone is going to have this issue. And the second thing is that SMTP is a whole topic by itself. So if you're not having the email sent, go ahead and watch the part 2 of this video. That's going to be posted on our YouTube page, linked in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Absolutely had a good time. See you again next time. Hit subscribe. Help us on our journey to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Cheers.